Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the FPL chat on TR Table Pod. My name is Hag, and with me is my usual friend Double, and our guest today is Blaze. Welcome to the FPL chat.
Thank you.
So we're going to start with you. So because I need the viewers to know who they are listening to, and if they want to take advice from you, they should know who they are taking advice from. What position are you currently on? Not in the world though. On the TR Table FPL. I think you are one of us.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I think I'm way down. I'm way down.
Do you want to confirm to the audience?
Yeah, let me check. But I think I am way down. Let me just quickly check.
Blaze, what happened? You used to be a veteran. What's going on?
No,
What's going
so
on?
I was upset.
He's having an only season.
I was upset because of Man United.
Yeah.
And then we're having a shit season, and then I was just like, you know what, I don't really care about anything FPL, football, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
And
we've been there.
Then like I didn't think about my team for like 6 weeks.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's a
it
long
was
time.
that bad.
If I abandon my team for 6 weeks, I'm not going back to that team.
No, I went back.
After Raf came in.
Yes.
Oh,
After we sacked Ole, I just quickly went in and then let me even log. I'm not even logged in.
Kai.
Oh,
Is that bad?
So Double, I was at home today and then I was thinking, like, do you think the TR Table FPL? I don't mean the close friends. Do you think it's competitive? Like, the
Yeah, I
guys
feel like
there, the guys at the top.
every other week, I think there's like a change in top 10, right?
Yeah,
there's like I don't think you see consistency.
Let me check what's going on. What's going on at the moment? But yeah, how was Gameweek 13? I think we didn't discuss Gameweek 13 yet.
No, we did. No.
Yeah.
We're still in.
We previewed.
Oh,
So,
okay.
How was Gameweek 13?
I mean, it was. I feel like everybody had pretty much the same, with the exception of. I think. Okay, no, Chilwell injured, right? So I had to swap Chilwell for James, but it wasn't a good move because we played Chelsea, right? So United played Chelsea. So I think that was a 1-1 game, and I think James also collected yellow.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then Cancelo was keeping a clean sheet up until the final minutes.
I was
And
the
then they
happiest person.
considered- So
Like,
it was an average. Of course, everybody captain Salah.
guy,
So-
if you want to learn how to hate on your guy, just play FPL. you'll be.
No. I feel I would go back to how FPL would be when Salah travels for AFCON and when Chelsea, because in February Chelsea they are not playing 2 game weeks. Then we would know, would get back, because now everybody's doing the same, captaining the same.
Yeah, well, just
so
playing the same.
it's like everybody's moving at the same pace.
Yeah.
But typical FPL is when the main person injures that everybody's captaining, or the main players that you have, and then you have to get different players, and then there's now you guys are having different differentials.
Yeah.
This week your guy might pop, this week this guy might pop. That's when it gets
we know
interesting.
who is who. Yeah.
And we're getting to that season now because now they started resting players, like I said. They've rested James yesterday, they rested a couple of players, and we're entering this December, this busy period. So this is where the FPL gurus and the masters will come into.
The chief.
We'll allow the young ones just go. The young ones go ahead of us, just go, just to help them, because when time starts, my guy now will close his eyes.
We shall see. You're here. We're on record. We'll come back here every week.
Every time I come here and said, this is a record.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter. You're going to hear more of me and Double talking, bantering on Twitter, and on YouTube as well. This show is sponsored by Accurate Designs, by the way. Speaking of Game Week 13, Spurs didn't play their game.
It affected me. It affected me because I think 0 came off my bench. That was Duffy.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I thought that's a no-brainer. It was Spurs Burnley, right? At least.
Do you have any Spurs? I'm not even sure.
So I think today Spurs is playing Brentford.
Brentford, yeah.
Yeah, I have two players in that game. But on that, the reason why I still kept Son is because they are fully rested.
Yeah.
Spurs is fully rested. They had like a period, they didn't play last match, so they rested compared to Brentford that did. So I'm hoping I feel like this is the game. If Son or Kane don't do anything, then I'll have to move them on.
I don't have any Spurs player on my team.
At the moment?
No, at the moment, no.
Something crazy.
Because they really were not playing really good.
Yeah, something crazy happened yesterday. You know, James didn't play, and then Duffy was on my bench, of course. And then they brought him in. Then in the first 10 minutes, 5 minutes, he scored an own goal. I was so crazy.
Yeah,
I was so mad because I'm like, how are you going to come off my bench with -1 to come?
But they decided
They later cancelled.
Yeah.
Man, I was just worried, man. You can't.
I was hoping that I saw it and I was upset that the goal was cancelled because at least it will have affected a number of people. At least that will have been some minus right there. So at least -2.
Yeah, obviously, as at the time of this recording, there are some games that have been played in Gameweek 14, and then maybe two more games.
Two more games today.
So you said Joey should be captain.
I can see. He triple captain. At the moment, he's on 75, so he triple captain Salah.
Yeah. So when do you think is the best time to triple captain, or when is the best time to triple captain for you?
Well, for me, when you have a double game week, that's the best time.
But the problem with that sometimes is
Pep.
No. It's not even that. It's they might rest. So let's say there was Salah playing this team and this team in the space of a couple of days, right? Mm-hmm. If you imagine he does hat-trick on this day, right, which is good, then they rest him. They would rest him most of the time. They rest him, or he comes off the bench to just get one. Like it happens like that a lot of the time. So most of the time, the thing that gets me most of the time, my triple captain always gets to the final week or final game week because I would rather use a bench boost. I'd rather use a bench boost. I'd rather use a bench boost on a proper double game weeks, just so that my whole bench, like I set it in a way where my whole bench is having like two games, so that even if that guy that I'm banking on does not play, there's other double points coming up from players that would play, like mid-table team guys like maybe Antonio.
But sometimes also it also depends on your position. Like if Liverpool is playing, let's say Arsenal and Man City back to back, they will play Salah. Yeah,
they'll play Salah, but you're not guaranteed. You can't guarantee.
Yeah, you can't guarantee
playing,
that score.
Yeah, but if they're playing Norwich and Brentford, you know that there's a game to. So it's tricky.
For one of the games. Yeah. So,
please, like if you are to pick like two differentials, for a game week, like you have unlimited funds, you're not going to. There's no -4, but you are going head to head with someone, and then maybe you just want to play around and then pick two differentials. Who would you pick for this? Maybe for the next game week. That's game week 15, right?
Game week 15. Jota. Yeah, because Jota is. He can just pop up and just create magic.
He's scoring. So I don't know if Jota would be considered the differential right now, because last game week, I think over 300,000 people brought him in, and the fact that he scored again yesterday, you're looking more people pouring him. So I don't know if he would be a differential because,
at the moment.
Yeah, because a lot of people are because Firmino is not playing, obviously.
Firmino is not playing.
Yeah, but the thing with Jota, sometimes he just goes silent for like 3-4 games, and then boom, he comes back up.
And they're playing Wolves.
Wolves have been difficult.
Yeah.
They've not they've considered very few goals in the last 6 games.
But they've also been very unlucky.
I don't know. It's tricky. Like at this stage of the FPL, you want players that at least would play, 80 minutes. You get every and then you want that consistency, because you don't want to come one day and you see that they've benched him and then he's coming on for 1 point. So you want a player that would play. So. I think he's a good differential though, but that's for the moment. But I don't know how.
James Maddison?
Yes, Maddison.
I tried Bruno. Is that his name?
Who?
The Silva. Bernardo.
Bernardo
Silva. I tried him yesterday and then he gave me point. Like I was so scared. I took.
He's been consistent for them.
This guy out. What's the name? This Arsenal boy.
Smith Rowe.
And then brought him in, and then he gave point. Like he was.
Yeah, he's been very consistent.
So you said something about players getting rested in this period. So I'm assuming if some players were rested this game week, then that means weekend some more players are going to get rested. So like, do you have any special transfer plans for?
Not necessarily. So the players that they tend to rest on midweek games are. in quotes, important players, right? So if you rest them in a midweek game, you want this because you're trying to keep them fresh. However, the guys that played in place of the rested players, they are not starters anyways. So you're resting them just so that, because obviously there's Champions League after this week, and then after this weekend, there's now that whole rush that you go into the December period where you would want to take in your best players into that particular. So if you're playing teams that are not particularly doing so well, you want to play your fringe players first.
I think we should just look at the upcoming games and see if there are any high scoring games or where you think people should check and then get players from. There's West Ham, Chelsea. I don't really trust West Ham anymore, man.
They're very tricky.
I'm done with them. They've
not been scoring.
They played Brighton.
Yeah.
Was it Brighton?
Yesterday.
Yeah. They played someone that got red card.
Brighton.
Yeah,
they played Brighton yesterday.
They couldn't win, so I'm not keen on
them.
them.
They played Brighton yesterday, I think. Let me confirm.
Chelsea is not convincing either. I think.
No, Chelsea is convincing. It's just when
you
lose.
Solid.
When you lose your Chilwell and James in one match, that's a difficult. I feel like there's no problem with Chelsea at the moment.
Newcastle, Burnley. Do you see?
Corney? Newcastle have been playing well, so I expect that because they need to survive. I expect that they carry on that momentum into.
Southampton, Brighton, my boy Livramento. He has not kept a clean sheet in the last 2 games. And Brighton are not really.
Southampton, I think maybe you can, if you don't, can get Che Adams.
Che has
okay.
Wolves, Liverpool. It's
a tricky game.
I've just been wondering, like, what will happen to managers if club decides to rest Salah.
Yeah, this is why you should get your vice captain, right?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Watford, Man City. I don't know. Do you see Man City keeping clean sheet there? You have
no, funny. Watford they've been scoring. Even when they lose,
Dennis has been doing well.
Yeah. So
and they are home,
hard,
so.
I think they'll score.
I mean, City would win, but Dennis could.
I'm tempted to go for Dennis, but my Benteke experiment has not really worked. So I don't think I have the strength for Dennis, but I might. Leeds, Brentford.
It's an open game for me.
Okay.
I think both teams they almost always score anyway, even when they lose.
Manchester United, Crystal Palace.
Let's see the outcome of today's game.
Yeah, because for like 5 to 6 weeks now, you cannot predict a United game. You cannot. Right. Even the ones you think they should win, they go in and boom.
Yeah, and even this thing, Crystal Palace game, Benteke, like he didn't start. I don't know what he did that for, and then he comes in and he had
missed some chance. He missed a big chance.
It was really annoying, but and nobody sent me. Not me send myself message. Spurs, Norwich. No.
But I think Vieira
Norwich has been playing well. Norwich has been playing well. So again, I need to check on the events of today between Norwich and Spurs and Brentford, then I can make a decision on that. So.
Aston Villa, Leicester. I think it's an open game.
It's open.
I would really think there should be at least 2-3 goals there. Everton, Arsenal. I can't predict that.
No, I
think Arsenal
will win, because if you watched the game yesterday, Everton, they only had like that ginger for a little bit, and then they still, they were shipping in goals. So I will play Smith Rowe against them.
They've been like that all season, except when they played United.
Anyway, so the last thing we're supposed to do is talk about who to captain, but I think there's no reason. We don't have any reason to talk about.
No, I'm
Captain Salah.
No Salah. No, for me, just Captain Salah and just leave it there. When he doesn't play for 1 or 2 games,
when it is time for you to stop captaining him, I'll come back and tell you.
Just leave it. Just captain.
Hi, thanks for watching today. Blaze, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
It's the FPL chat sponsored by Akira Designs. We'll be back next week for more banter. This is my guy. Because he's digging. I don't want to banter him, but he's digging. All right.